1 second. He said hello.
All right, welcome back to Dice Addicts Anonymous. Last time we left off, the players split up to prepare for what appeared to be an oncoming invasion through the pass. Since we left off, they have now reconvened, so there's been a little bit of a time skip. For those of you interested in finding out what happened in the time skip, you can check out our Patreon, and we are going to upload videos shortly about what happened, with discussions from the players and I about what occurred during that time. Check out the Patreon. Blaine, Andrew, if we could put those in the comments once we publish this video, that'd be great.
To the Patreon?
And yeah.
Okay.
So let's begin. You guys are slowly reconvening. Saul, you're walking back along the pass. There, the stark drop off to your right into this very deep cavern. Into the left, the wall of rock leading up to the mountain. As you pass around a curve, you see a very familiar sight, but somewhat different. You see the castle, but you've noticed that sections of the wall have been repaired. And actually, a decent part of the towers that have fallen down have also been fixed. You're not sure when this occurred. You assume that someone did this while you were gone, but who, you're not entirely sure.
Can we say that? I know we didn't talk about this. Can I have a walking stick?
Sure, send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're quickly just like writes that in, walking stick materializes in his hand.
Now I'm just so
kind of
cool.
I kind of imagine like Saul, like Mario, just jumping up and grabbing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're walking down. You kind of pass through the very narrow walkway with a lot of information that you've learned on the other side. You've learned that the forces are gathering in this strange disputed territory that used to be held by one of the major cities, but has now been taken control of by the Druids, but has since fallen to these enemy invaders. What seemed prominent among the villagers that you've spoken to. Uh-oh, did I freeze?
Yeah.
We heard you there.
Oy vey. All right. What seemed important to all of the villagers that you spoke to, there's an old fortress on one of the hills in that area. It's also one of the only good landing spots for ships. There's not as many cliffs, and you can actually come to dock without having to enter a city. But you never got close to the fortress because you didn't have quite enough time, but you've picked up on certain information. You've also run into a few of their advanced scouts. You made casual conversation with them. Of course, them never suspecting that you would ever be a threat.
Yeah, because I think that's like against the Geneva Convention to have a religious figure as like a spy.
Good thing that there's no such place as Geneva in this world. So
yet.
For those of you listening at home, there can be no war crimes if there is no war court. Yeah, so you gathered a lot of information. You know that when they initially sent the letter, they likely only had part of their army amassed on the beach. But since then, they have probably amassed the rest, and they will start marching towards the pass soon. However, they have to take the long way around this major city without roads to get there. It takes you a couple days to get back to the castle from where you were, like 2 or 3. They're traveling slightly longer, so you estimate you might have 6 to 7 days before they arrive. This gives you very little time to prep, and this weighs on your conscience heavily. As you are walking, though, you come across a familiar person, kind of standing in the middle of the road, kind of admiring the castle as well. Station, seemingly much more sound in mind and body, is sitting on a tree stump, kind of looking at the castle. He notices you and seems
I
very
wave
pleased to see you.
excitedly. Yeah.
Um,
Probably throw my walking
Indeed.
stick on the ground and run over to him. Walking stick's gone. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
Station starts to river dance as Saul runs towards him.
Hey, you did it! I have river dance as well, and then it turns into one of those where we like lock arms and dance around in a circle. What is that? Barn dance? I don't know.
No idea.
Where I'm from, we call it
Maybe
the
I-
cub dance.
Oh,
For those of you listening at home, this is the moment where the DM realizes he's going to have to research different types of dancing just to keep up with the campaign notes.
should have known that, bud.
Yeah, you guys finally reunite after 6 weeks of being apart.
Hey, what's up, Station?
You know, a lot's been up, Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's been up with you?
I did a lot of research, a lot of recon. I think it's about time. They're going to be coming soon, so we gotta get our hens in a row. Is that the right expression?
I'm not familiar. All I do is eat hens, so I'm not really sure what
I see.
you mean. I actually
Understandable.
prefer
Have a nice day.
salmon to hens, honestly.
Do salmons ever come in a row?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes we dry them on a little rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of applicable, I'd say.
I
what
think so. Yeah.
It's a pretty good metaphor. Anyways, let's go back to the castle.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Kyo, you kind of emerge from the woods near the lake that you guys first encountered before the city. As you kind of walk out from the covering, the trees kind of wave to you.
Are you muted?
Oh, are you muted? I can't hear you.
I waved back at it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Cool.
Didn't
There we
pick you
go.
up.
Yeah, you wave back and then you hear the familiar chatter of Sation and Saul kind of walking down the road.
I run up to him.
Hey, we
guys.
It's Kyo.
How are you guys?
You know, never been better, honestly.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Is she like full on Disney princess, like birds
Oh,
landing on her
she's-
finger and like?
Well, she's got like flowers and various vines have grown onto her clothes.
Yeah.
And like you would feel that someone being lost in the woods for a while would look kind of rough, but I don't know, you think it works.
Right. I like the thing you got going.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look kind of
Yeah.
like Poison Ivy in that other universe with the Batman movies.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither
will
do I.
assume
I've
That's a
been-
compliment.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Thanks.
You think.
I tell Kyo I did have a walking stick, but I lost it.
It's okay. We can't all have walking sticks.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, I suppose I'm gonna tell them that well, I have reason to believe that the army is gonna be approaching in 6 to 7 days, so we should get going, get our salmon in a row, so to speak. Um, and I guess we head back.
All right. You guys walk through the town. It's very much a mess, just like before. And you kind of walk up, and the sun's high in the sky at this point. Starting to get past noon. When you walk through the newly refurbished, the giant hole in the wall to the left of the gate has been repaired. I mean, albeit not with terribly great craftsmanship, but the wall has been repaired with fairly large stones that have been set into place. And there is now a somewhat reasonable wooden gate that has been put in place, and a door now where the open gate used to be.
Cool. So do we knock?
I mean, that's up to you. I can't tell you to knock. I can just describe the setting, homeboy.
We knock
But-
on it.
All right. As you kind of knock, you kind of hear, and Jericho's somewhat expressionless face kind of peers through the gate and goes, "Who is it?"
Derek,
Ah, Jericho.
Hmm. Hello, friends.
Hello.
And then he kind of like removes the bar from the door and opens it. He goes, "Your bitter friend fixed."
Hazor?
Yes, he fixed the wall.
I didn't know he had
Oh.
a craftsman side to him.
Never said it was fixed well, but he put many, many rocks.
Okay, well,
Is
that's true.
Hazor here? Is he around?
Yes. I believe he is sleeping in the bath.
Oh.
You guys want to go surprise him?
sure. Let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Roll for stealth, I suppose. Hazor, roll for perception at
I
disadvantage.
rolled a critical failure.
That's the way to start it off.
That's station for you.
9 plus 5 of 14.
12.
Excellent.
I hit a 6.
Wait, 14. My bad, 14.
All right. Well, Kyo and Saul, you kind of sneak in and get into position, and you're like ready to scare the bejesus out of him. And then Seishin trips, falls, and smacks Hazor's shoulder, and Hazor turns around, and he gets ready to throw punches. Hazor, you just get smacked, and it completely catches you off guard.
We're just like right in the middle of like.
Yeah,
We all
Hazor,
wide-eyed look at him. Like,
Hazor just stands up, and Hazor, you kind of see Seishin on the floor looking up at you, like.
I need to clarify. So he was in the bath. Does that mean he's like completely naked? Or
Yes, he is.
Woo! All right.
Hazor like looks around at you guys and goes like, "I thought you'd never come back." And I just running towards Saul to embrace him.
Come here, big boy. I pat him on the
Never
ass.
say
and
those
then-
words in this context ever again.
All right. Yeah, I gave him a little slap on the ass, and then I get away from him. Because that's our thing.
That Jericho is not very good company.
Mm.
Hey,
I
you
thought
take
you
that
two would
back.
get along.
You take that back, Hazor. I love Jericho. I've missed him.
I can. I suppose two stone-faced people wouldn't really say much to each other.
You guys kind of see Jericho peering in. He goes, say little, work much.
Hmm.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, Hazor,
And he kind of starts.
you repaired, fixed the place up a little bit?
You saw my boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good craftsmanship.
It means a lot. to
Yeah,
me,
great
so.
job.
Craftsmanship. Jeez, really stumbled over that one.
Nailed it.
Well,
Jericho just kind of looks at all of you and he goes, it's getting to late afternoon. Small thing will come soon. Done with reading in library. And he just kind of walks back to the house.
oh yeah, that's right.
Glad to hear, sounds like Kevlin's okay.
Yeah. I'd almost forgotten about that twerp.
Let's go check on her.
Jericho kind of looks back at you and goes, I prepared some food with some of the things that Hazor brought back. I don't know if they're any good because I can't try it myself. And I don't really know how to cook. It's been a foreign concept to me. Do you suppose food can think? I don't know. He just kind of walks back.
Okay. Well, moving on. Let's see what Kevlin's up to. Hazor,
Alright,
we'll let you finish your nap or whatever you were doing in here. There's not even
Come
water.
on,
There's not even
Kevin.
water in the tub. What the heck, man?
Just sitting in the air.
Yeah.
It's an air bath.
Yeah. So do we? Okay. I guess we just wait for Kevlin to arrive.
Yeah. So you guys kind of sit down, and the food that Jericho has prepared is extremely flavorless. It's not bad per se. It's mostly vegetation, because Hazor, you couldn't find very many animals in the forest, and when you did, they were much too quick to catch. So you've brought back mostly leaves. And you think they're okay because you've been eating them and you've been fine. Jericho just kind of, he's set a small table with plates and food, but he very obviously has not seasoned anything because he doesn't quite grasp the idea of flavor.
Oh, that's fair.
You know what would go good with this? Some of those berries.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you still got that bag of berries?
Yep. And I pull it out and I just like dump it.
Does the hide come out with the berries? Does the hide fall out of the bag?
I thought I gave it.
Well,
oh no, I was hanging on to it. My bad.
Yeah. So, yes, the hide does fall out and kind of front and center.
Is it still in tatters?
No, it's not.
Station looks at it. He has a small smile on his face. And he says, Thank you, Saul, for taking good care of that.
Yep. Oh
Jared-
yeah. Sorry about that. And I reached to like put it back in the bed.
And then Station reaches out and they touch hands on accident.
Oh.
And Station just says, "No, I'm ready."
Oh. All right, I hand it to him.
And he
If you say so.
tosses it over his shoulder like old times.
Jericho just kind of looks and goes, "The rabbit is miraculous.
Impeccable.
That is a good rabbit. Where did you find the rabbit? And how did you kill it and skin it?"
The family heirloom, Jericho.
Mm,
Very, very special to me.
funny thing, heirloom of a rabbit.
It is kind of odd, isn't it?
He kind of just picks up a leaf of something and he just goes, "Does it taste good?" Not really sure what that means.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll be honest with you.
His face, just like,
I'll
yeah, it's great.
be honest with you, Jericho. It's not that good, but thank you.
My apologies. I will make better next time.
You want us to help teach you how to cook, Jericho?
You know how to cook?
Yeah, all you gotta do is throw in some of these berries with everything, and then bam, yummy.
Where do you find the berries?
Right there in that bag.
That does me no good. The bag moves. I cannot find the bag if you are not here.
Yeah, it's kind of
Unfortunate.
a fairly easy way of cooking. There's other ways though, Jericho. You'll figure it out. You just gotta
Keep practicing.
keep practicing. Maybe take some courses.
Okay.
But I try to like stuff down some of what he prepared, just the leaves and stuff. I'm like, it's like really hard to swallow.
All right. Kevlin, as this whole shenanigan is going on, you kind of walk in very tired with books under your arm, and it's been very difficult for you to climb up this hill, especially with all the books in your arms.
Hey, it's Kevlin.
Hi. You guys are already back?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize 6 weeks has passed yet. You guys kind of left me asleep, so I thought you guys just abandoned me.
Oh,
Funny story.
no.
Well, except
we're
for
so
Hazor,
sorry.
because he was still there.
Yeah, Hazel was still here. You three just like up and left me while I was passed out.
Hey,
We
I mean,
figured-
I came back and said hi, and gave me that little manuscript.
Yeah, you still kind of abandoned me while I was sleeping, though.
We
Yeah,
figured Hazor
sorry.
would be plenty strong enough to protect you. Plus, there was more pressing matters to look into at the time.
So my safety isn't pressing at all.
Well, you were safe enough. Hazor was there.
Bamboozled.
It's fair enough. Anyways, I'm here for my elfish lesson.
I
You sure?
remember.
You look pretty tired.
I always look like this. I've been doing this every single day. It's fine.
And he goes, "All right. Do you think you still need the chair?"
Probably.
Okay. And they kind of sit down and just stare at each other for the next half hour.
Just like
completely
potty training.
completely non-verbal. Every now and then Kevlin goes, "You mean like this?" and then says a word none of you understand. And there's no response. But Kevlin has a response in her head.
Okay. Yeah, Hazor, I can see why it would be kind of awkward staying here for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this every day? Yikes.
I build to keep myself occupied.
That was kind of rude, guys. I'm trying to do an elvish lesson here.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
I too have been learning language. I
Oh,
don't
wait,
know
you
if
just
I'm terribly good.
no, it's really good. I just realized you were talking in the common tongue, not Moorish.
I practiced.
It
see,
is good.
See,
It's good.
if you practice cooking just like that, you'll get good. Same thing.
But I can tell when language bad.
Hmm.
Can't tell when cooking good.
Maybe Hazor can build you a mouth and some taste buds or something.
What is taste bud?
I don't know. It's something that I heard about. All I know is that you need them to taste. I think they're on your stomach or something.
No, they're on your tongue.
What's that?
Evelyn's just
None of-
popping
none-
berries in her like Kia's just popping berries in her mouth like
Literally, none of you would know that. That's really advanced medical knowledge and easily
I would
not
know that.
discovered. No, you wouldn't. That
I
stuff
would
that
know
was.
what tongues are.
You would know what a tongue is, but not a taste bud.
Yeah, that's why I think it's in the stomach. I heard it
I
one
have
time.
anatomy. I have anatomy. I think that qualifies me to know.
Not like that. You have like a medieval understanding of anatomy, girlfriend.
Well,
Damn it.
you would know that taste comes from the tongue, right?
I
mean,
would know that.
Yes, she would.
you just wouldn't be able to call it taste buds. Is the only thing.
Correct. Because
So
you don't know what a taste bud is. You just know the tongue tastes, and that's it.
yeah, it's the sequel to Air Bud. Anyways,
I think this is a record for tangents in
yeah,
the shortest amount of time.
Dante's never gonna get rescued.
You don't know he's alive.
I know it's great.
Oh, it's gonna be rotten in that prison
So you don't know that either. So much player knowledge being exposed right now. All right, and the official gaff tally for Ruth goes to 3. All right. Anyway, to continue. You guys kind of finish the night out. The sun starts to set. You guys notice that it's the winter is getting into full effect. It's quite cold. It's probably midwinter. It's going to be warming up soon. So some of the foliage that Hazor has gotten is not terribly great. Or in great condition. But you guys eat it because it's the only food on the table along with the berries. And you pass the night peacefully. What do you talk about the dinner table other than sci-fi references and
And Air Bud.
and Air Bud?
When we snuck up on Hazor, did he look noticeably different?
Oh, he's yoked, dude.
That's what I thought.
Like, he's very obviously like he's got to be doing more than just building this castle.
Yeah. So Hazor, you got that physique off of just eating leaves every day?
Yeah, just these leaves I found and just carrying those stones around and all that.
I start like
Tasting
munching on the
wildlife.
leaves, like just as much as I can. There's got to be something in these leaves.
Station looks at one, sniffs it a little bit.
So what else? What all has everyone been up to?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Saul. Last you saw me, I was a different person.
Yeah, very much so.
I took some time, bit of time to talk to Jericho, and I thought about learning the art of the axes and training to defend the elf lands, forget my past life as a bear. But I quickly learned, thanks to Kevlin. Kevlin brought me this manuscript from my ancient ancestors, and I learned more about my heritage. And I learned that my one true place in this life is as a member of my clan. So I set off the mountains, study this manuscript, become one with who I truly am.
And that is
That is Sation. Sation the bear.
okay. That's good.
Jericho
I
kind
was
of turns around and goes, I didn't know what you were talking to me when you initially spoke. But I am glad that I helped. And he kind of turns back to Kevlin.
Does he have thumbs?
He does, actually. Well, I mean, he has to have it to be able to move
Oh,
things.
grab
So,
things.
yeah. He's got opposable thumbs. Don't worry about that.
I'm imagining it's just like he's got mittens on. So
Yeah.
like it's like
Like Lego hands.
Yeah.
yeah, basically. All right, I like that.
That's canon now.
Yeah.
Jericho's just a Lego character.
Saul, have you heard anything about this army that's coming?
Yes, that's why I'm here. We got information that the army would be here in about 6 weeks, hence why I'm back. But I also found out that at the time of sending, like when the letter was sent, about half the forces were gathered. From where I presume is near this fortress with access to the coast. But the main information that I have is that we have about 6 to 7 days before the army arrives. They had to take the same route as me. They were just are slowed down because of the numbers. Yeah, I've talked to the scouts. They're pretty cool people, honestly. But yeah, so 6 to 7 days to figure out. Let's go with 6 days to figure out what we're gonna do.
You know how many troops they have?
No clue. Just know that half of them were there 6 weeks ago.
You
So,
know that it is greater than 5,000.
okay. Yeah.
But you don't know the exact number.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So,
you know the initial troop count was over 5,000. So whatever they added on top of it.
oh, I see. Okay,
So if
so
that
at
was
least
half, that means
10,000 then.
it's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah. So let's discuss. Let's discuss what we can potentially do. Has anyone else found out more information about helpful things regarding this? All right, I suppose let's just keep going around. I just want to know what everyone else did. Keo, I saw you come out of the forest with like vines all over yourself. So
Yeah. I went out in the forest and I became friends with it. I understand a lot more now. But
Hang on, did you just say you became friends with the forest?
that's the best way I know how to explain it. Yeah. It doesn't the reason it wouldn't let me do my magic before is that it didn't know me or trust me. But
Does
Hey,
it,
did
I
does
you
it
guess
have
we
a
see-
both
name?
learned.
Forest have a
No,
name?
I just kind of refer to it as the forest.
Is
Do you ask it what its deal is with me?
It doesn't really like people that it feels like it can't trust. It doesn't like outsiders.
Does the
Yeah,
forest
you
have...
did say you would burn the forest down.
That
when
was
you
only
This be true.
that was all talk.
Listen, first impressions are like the biggest thing.
Hold on. Is the forest single?
Are you gonna
I'm not
try and
gonna
date
ask
a
it that.
forest?
I'm
Sorry,
just
the
curious.
forest is
I'm just
plural.
asking. I'm just asking.
I didn't inquire.
Yeah, forest is plural.
Could you maybe ask for me?
I think the
Just for my
forest is
knowledge.
content within itself.
Uh,
I
It's a
think
self-contained.
asexual.
I was
sort of
asking Keo,
I think
narrator.
it's asexual.
It's kind
Station,
of
do I have to render you speechless again? Quickly readies d20s.
Just kidding, Kia. I'm just pulling your leg.
But yeah.
Station feels this sudden sensation that he might be smited.
He gets chills down his spine.
His hair starts to raise. Like the lightning's about to strike him.
But yeah, the biggest thing I learned is that the forest isn't just gonna let anyone in.
Okay.
You have to earn its trust. So I think it might be of help when we need it.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Because the only way through the forest otherwise would be through the pass, right? So,
So you think
Well, the pass
forest will
still
help us?
leads to the main road.
right. Oh,
So
I see. My bad.
the only way that it would interfere is in other means.
Gotcha.
But it ensures that they will take one path. Unless they have to.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, could we not just like destroy a section of the pass? Just slow them down a little bit.
I mean, we could.
I think that's a pretty good idea, Saul. I mean,
I don't know how we would, but
well, I mean, Hazel over here is picking up boulders, putting this place back together. I think we have the manpower.
sure. But like, does that?
do not touch? I still have the do not touch potion, which I don't know what it does. Maybe we could use it.
Yeah. But I mean, even if we just slow them down like that, it's not going to stop them. That's because that's not the only way through, is it?
You don't know. You could ask Sation. He spent some time in the mountains. Could roll, and I can give it information based off of his roll.
Station, was there any way other than the pass to get through the mountains? And
It fell off my desk. Hang on. 3. Hang on. Is this a perception roll? Is this a perception roll, Carl?
Yes.
All right. I have advantage. Hang on. Fair instinct. 5.
This is a reminder to please donate to the Patreon so we can get Andrew better dice as well.
Dude, I bought so many sets of dice.
Dice roll?
They're all still rolling like this.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Just cursed.
Maybe he's just cursed, but still get on the Patreon so maybe we can bribe whoever cursed him.
it was me. I cursed him. Bribe me.
It's from whenever I
Actually,
pissed in
I
that
think
tent,
it's
dude.
me.
It's that dude
I think it
whose
was my
tent I
dice
peed
cursed.
in.
Wave.
Yeah.
Anyway, Station's like, I don't know. He's not sure. He spent too much time meditating and he didn't really focus on pathways through the forest, although like even though the mountains are rugged, I mean you feel that they could definitely be traversed, but like most of the mountains are covered by woods. Except for the very tippy tops of the tallest peaks, which are stone.
Okay.
So it's possible, but they would have to move through the forest.
Right.
And that would be a pain with a whole bunch of people.
Indeed it would.
So I think our best bet would probably be to destroy the pass at that location. How we do that, I'm not sure. We might be able to climb up the cliff on one side and drop things to shear off some of the pathway. Um, maybe cause an avalanche or some sort to block it that way rather than actually like
Or we wait for them to come and do the avalanche on them.
that's a good idea as well. I just
And it traps the people.
there's no guarantee. Well, yeah, there's no guarantee that the avalanche works first try, which could be a problem
Yeah,
because
but if
that
you try it, then it's gonna look like there's already a trap. It would be too obvious.
true. Or it could also just look like a normal rock fall that happens as a
What if we just go further down the road and then put a sign that says like road closed for maintenance next 6 weeks or whatever, you know? Maybe they'll
that
go
might be a
around
good
and look for
idea.
new flowing
Yeah.
around.
Let's try that first.
I don't think that will work.
That's like our first line of defense, maybe.
Yeah. It might slow him down from like an hour.
That might
No,
be
they-
what we need.
Maybe 30 seconds.
I
They would
probably
read it and then keep walking.
maybe.
Be a really
What?
menacing sign, though.
What if we pour a very large amount of berries to block the pass? They'll have to eat their way through, and then they'll get sick.
Would they get sick?
Have you ever gotten sick from eating too many berries?
I've been watching my weight.
I was
don't
just
eat.
saying.
I don't eat too many berries.
You didn't even have the berries for the 6 weeks.
I know.
But have you ever gotten sick from it?
No, but that's beside the point here. The
I
point
mean,
is that I
they
have not
probably
been
won't
eating
get
too
sick.
many berries.
You eat them like every hour.
Every
kinda
half
ridiculous.
hour.
So you eat like 10 every half hour. It's
Listen.
not okay.
Listen. If my idea is not good enough, let's just move on to a new one. Okay.
I like that
Something
idea.
that can block the path.
Yeah. And would be really hard to move.
Yeah. I don't know how powerful it can be. I haven't really tried it on such a large scale. But I think it's worth a shot.
What? Trying what?
Oh, something new that I picked up. Don't worry about it. You'll see.
Okay.
All right. As
What?
you guys are kind of sitting, a leaf kind of blows in the door and flies by Kyo's ear, and Kyo, you hear, "He's entered the wood."
Well, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone has entered the wood, but it's whispered to you.
Guys, someone's here.
So here, like,
Someone's in the forest.
oh,
That must be their scout.
I close my eyes and think, show me. Show me where they are. Will I have to roll for that?
And you kind of, sure.
ah,
I shouldn't have asked. It's a
But
nat
yeah.
20.
That's like
Howard.
asking the teacher if there's homework, dude.
Damn it. It's a nat 20. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You
Even
kind of, you don't see it, but you hear, they entered the gate
Someone's coming in the gate
from the east.
oh,
from the east.
that's not
But
the
our
direction.
Our friend trees on the other side of the mountain told us that there are others going deeper into the wood from the west, but they are far away from here.
They're coming from two different. I regaled that. I don't need to say that. Yeah, that's what I told them.
Who could be entering the woods from the east?
That is a good question because the forces haven't.
Do you think perhaps Sterling got word of this and they're
Wait,
building a counteroffensive?
How would
I ask the forest if they know who it is.
I think it's your large friend.
Large friend?
We didn't hear that.
I
Oh, yeah.
I tell him it's our large friend.
Large friend.
We have a large friend.
My large friend is Hazor, so
Yeah,
he's
mine
clearly
too.
here.
Yeah, I'm a only large.
Well, if they're a friend, let's go out and greet them.
Far away. Almost to the big tree.
Oh.
We
Okay.
can meet them halfway, though.
I think
But we have other people coming from the west. So that's
I ask it if any of them are dangerous.
I think all are dangerous. Or they don't say I, they say we.
Kyo, ask if it's an orc.
I ask, does it look like? And I point to Azor.
I no longer know who it is. I thought it was your friend on the path.
Moorlander?
We do not know. Friend was on the path. If we do not know who he is, should we stop him?
Slow them down, please.
We will try to stop. We will try to slow him down at the bridge. Cannot go on to the road.
I get up and say, guide me.
All right. Well, you're going to get an instinctual feeling to head towards the stilt bridge. And you it takes you several hours, like it normally does. It's very dark outside now. You can not see very well. And you kind of sit there. An hour or so rolls by. And then you kind of start to hear thrashing in the water ahead of you into the swamp.
I go towards the sound.
In the swamp or on the stilt bridge?
On
I
the
just want to
stilt bridge.
clarify. Okay. You kind of walk ahead and, like, after a little bit of walking, you see someone thrashing around in the mud below.
I call out to them.
Who are you?
I think the real question here is, who are you and what are you doing in this forest?
I am no one of concern. I am seeking refuge in this godforsaken place. But all of the plants keep latching on.
You have to earn their trust.
He kind of looks down and who?
The forest.
Course. The forest is intelligent. The forest is smart. Where have I heard that voice before? He keeps trudging along and goes, I don't suppose you could help me.
I'm not inclined to, no. Not until you tell me why you're here.
I am seeking refuge.
From what?
I cannot tell you. I don't know who you are. I don't know if I can trust you. And I can't see your face.
I'm the only one who can call them off. I tell the trees to like back off a little.
He goes, I am fleeing a former employer who is very upset because he has found out that I was going behind his back for a good cause. He's not a very forgiving man. And as soon as I arrived in Sterling, I was met with fierce resistance, and I had to flee. But they had already clogged up all the damn sewage pipes. I couldn't escape out that way. I had to sneak out in a smuggler's hatch underneath a cart. And then I had to go from there and walk along the stream so the hounds couldn't find me. And then I came here, and there was a path, so I followed the path.
Follow me. Can you see me?
Well, he can see the outline, but
Okay.
it's fairly dark outside. So he goes, "Not like I have much choice." He kind of rummages through the swamp. You guys who are waiting on the other side see two figures approach in the darkness.
That must be the friend.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Guess him.
Yeah, I'll just wait for them to get here.
They walk up, and the friend kind of gets a look at you, and he goes, "Hmm. Kind of looks at Hazor and goes, "You're bigger than I remember."
I've been holding a lot of stones.
Hmm. Stones do that to a man. He goes, "You added one." Kind of looks at Kevlin. "Small one. What is
I'm
she
not
doing?"
small.
Evelyn,
To
yes,
me,
you are.
you look small.
I'm simply a child. Of course I'm small. I like to say I'm a normal child size.
I would like to say all of you royally mess my instructions up. How do
I
you
did
send it to the
nothing.
person I told you not to send it to?
Well,
I warned them.
Listen,
Hmm.
let's not play the
I
blame
was
game.
just there.
I had nothing to do with this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do I look like I can read?
He kind of stares at Hazor and goes, "Fair enough, but you didn't have to read my letter. You just had to listen."
You told us this information 3 weeks before we actually were able to relay it.
3 weeks?
Something similar to that.
What on earth?
Listen, we got sidetracked. We fought a troll.
The winter
yeah.
is almost over. Spring is coming. And when I return to my master's place after making a brief voyage down south to gain information, I am told that I have betrayed him, which of course I did, but he wasn't supposed to know that. How are you this incompetent? I gave you one job.
I don't really know why you had so much trust in some complete strangers.
Who
See,
are
here's
you?
the thing. I figured you would have understood the implications of this, considering your home was being burned to the ground.
How are we supposed to know that your master didn't know what you were doing?
Because I told you he was listening and I didn't want him to know. It's almost like I said that in my speech to you. And
Alright,
the
well,
reason why I was standing in the stone circle so he couldn't watch me. I had
Listen,
purposes. Purposes.
This is
All
Carl
right.
just getting his revenge on us finally after all this time.
So we messed up. Okay. you're fine. You know,
No, I'm not. And he
but
kind of points
you're
to his
here right
bleeding
now.
leg.
Shoot.
Oh.
Oh, you need to get that checked out, man.
Yeah,
No,
you should
hang
get that
on.
checked out. Yeah.
We have a
He's
doctor
like-
on
Hang on,
site. Don't
Walter.
worry.
He's like, I tried to sew it twice. Keeps ripping when I run.
Here. I'm gonna roll to heal him.
Cool.
14 plus 9.
All right. Roll a d6.
Oh shit, D6. That's a 3.
All right. He kind of, the skin kind of comes together and he goes, well, that's a neat trick. Still hurts.
Come in handy.
Kind of pokes it.
You're gonna complain about everything.
Well, to be fair, I have almost died just about every day for the last week.
Yeah, so did we because of your mission that you sent us on.
To be fair, it was supposed to be quiet.
It will. It most certainly was not.
Did you send it to the wrong person and perhaps he sent people after you?
We have had people after us.
We've had a lot of people after us. You gotta be more specific.
Almost like I anticipated that and told you to not send it to that person.
Well,
So
sorry, none of us were
now
taking the
that,
note.
like, now that, you know, secret's out, you mind telling us what was in your letter?
I was warning the current steward that I have evidence of my master being up to something. He had been in contact with some foreign folk at the Glane some 12 weeks prior, and they had arranged that they would sail across the sea here. I would assume that they are probably arriving soon, considering counting all the things that was 9 moons ago or so.
Yeah, they'll be here within 6 days.
Splendid. Splendid. Originally, I was trying to warn the king, because at first I simply thought my master was arranging for them to come and handle regional issues, cause a little bit of instability in other nations. Who knows? I'm not even entirely sure what he was going to do, but I didn't have evidence of it until recently, which I sent in the letter, which we now no longer have. Regardless, they're coming now, and we were trying to get the king to amass his forces and to meet them. But considering we cannot, we will have to think of another plan.
See, that's funny. We were just trying to come up with.
Yeah, that was what our
plan.
dinner talk was. Did you want to come in and have some leaves with us?
And berries.
And berries.
I'll have some berries.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you will.
I just wanted to point out the leaves made this guy, and I gestured to Hazor, look like that.
I didn't rebuild in a castle.
I know what leaves do what. There are no leaves that do that.
That's not what he said.
He ate leaves and rebuilt a castle.
I say it was moving the castle around.
Yeah, not the leaves.
Well, most curious. And he goes, I suppose we must convene in a place where we have more light. I wouldn't suppose that you have a map of the area.
We do.
Ugh.
It is.
Finally, something useful. Good. Okay.
An old map, but a map.
It is a bit old. Yes.
How old are we talking?
500 years. Or more.
He kind of scratches his bald head.
It hasn't changed very much, though, so.
And we're sure of that.
Would I be able to confirm what cities the small cities that I visited, whether or not they? Well, I guess they weren't even mentioned on the map. Never mind.
Yeah. Here. Technically, I drew a map for you. And I guess I must have forgotten to upload it, although I thought I did. 1 second. Let me just. No, not that one. Damn, I didn't share it. GG. Okay. All right. Well, unfortunate. I did not share with you the map, but you do have a map of the other groups to the west of here, which I will text to you.
Okay, that works. Can I show the party that map that I made? I'm probably not very good at making maps, but you know, it just has to be fairly basic.
Yeah. Well, you don't necessarily need to make the map. You probably purchased one.
That's true. That's true.
1 second. All right. I sent it to you on Instagram because I just realized my phone doesn't have your number saved. GG. I know. I'm a terrible DM. Sorry everyone. I'm a disappointment and a failure. I'll resign my DM hat at the end of this session.
Your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be as an image, but yeah, so you have rough knowledge of the areas beyond. And you have like colored lines over who controls what based off of what you've learned.
Okay.
You guys kind of walk back up to the castle after hour and a half of walking back. Jericho greets you at the gate again and lets you in. He goes, Hmm.
I look at Jericho and I say, friend.
Another one. Huh? I'm sorry.
I
Y'all
said
paused.
I look at Jericho and I say, friend, and I point to Moorlander.
Hello, friend. That's a curious name you have.
No.
Moorlander.
No, Jericho.
Moorlander looks at him and goes, what?
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about
Moorlander
it.
just looks at him. That's a talking rock.
Yeah, his name is
Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho, this is Moorlander. Jericho.
Hello, Moorlander. Moorlander just goes, hello. Jericho, who is a talking, moving rock.
Yeah, that's him. That sums
Hopefully
it up. Yeah.
Hopefully
Kind of skeptically walks into the house with you guys. Jericho goes, I am going to practice cooking now.
Okay.
I found this, and he holds up a jar filled with salt.
Only a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit.
that'll
Little
be
bit of that. Just a little bit.
Dump the whole thing on there, Jericho. Gotta learn
Don't
Makes it
somehow.
dump it
spicy.
all. Don't dump it all. That might be
You
all
are-
there is.
You're sending conflicting messages.
Only a little bit.
Maybe half the jar. Maybe half the jar.
Who do you
For
think
how
is more
much?
trustworthy?
You know, you know.
He goes, I'll figure it out. And walks
Jericho,
upstairs.
don't do a lot of it, please. It'll ruin the food.
Moorlander just kind of looks and he goes, what is this place? And why were there so many bones out there?
Oh, this is a dead elfish town.
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole lot of dead
I
bodies.
knew
in
that the
town.
elves lived here once upon a time, but I didn't think there was a city here. I thought this was just woods.
I mean, Sterling was an elvish town until the humans took it.
I had heard a rumor about that. Was
This
kind
whole
of fishy.
thing was elvish. Almost like the humans invaded. Took everything.
Curious. He kind of goes, let's see this map you have.
All right. I present him the map. The world map or the tinier one? Both. I'm gonna say
Tinier
both.
one.
Yeah. I'll present him
Well,
the tiny.
probably the... First of all, he's gonna need to see the forest, and then... He knows what the other side of the mountains look like, but...
Okay.
He just needs to know what the forest looks like. He kind of looks at the map of the forest and he goes, Stern. That's what this place is called? There's the lake. The swamp. Oh, and there's the big tree that I felt like I shouldn't nap under. Got a funny
Yeah,
feeling under
no,
that tree.
there's an evil spirit in that tree. You don't want to mess with that.
Oh yeah, that tree.
You don't say.
That tree would eat you probably. Yeah.
Is there anything else I need to know about these woods?
I mean, no, not anymore. Would have had to warn you about the spirits, but we took care of those.
No, you still need to warn him about the spirits.
Really?
Some bad things happened here.
Oh.
The forest is very distrustful of strangers.
Well,
I
that
see.
much I can tell by the carcasses piled in town square.
Well,
Those
that was
weren't
not.
strangers. That was a betrayal.
Yeah, that was elf bodies.
Hmm.
Very sad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What were the spirits of, might I ask?
The spirits were of they were part of what was called the Order, which is a council of elves that took part in what I believe is like a summoning ritual to an evil being.
I
There's
presume that is what that stone circle is, and he points to it on the map.
Yes. Yeah.
There are many of those. Some of them were built by us. And I mean us as in you humans. But there's also some that were there long before anyone remembers. We don't know where they come from.
Are they in this forest?
I've never stepped foot in this forest.
Okay.
It was said to be haunted. I came here only as a last resort.
Yes. Okay, that's good information. Um, but what were you guys talking about? About the spirits not being fully quelled? Kia and Kevlin?
What do you mean?
I thought like the spirit problem was good. Is it not?
No, you killed 12 of them.
Oh,
There's 13.
Oh.
There's one.
What do you mean there's 13?
There's 13 of the evil people that did this to the elven town. There was only 12 stones. There's one still wandering.
how is it? How are they still here? I thought the only thing that was tying them to the
Well, there was 13 people, and there is only 12 stones.
is there a
Means
stone we missed?
someone doesn't have a stone, or that someone could be the person in the tree, or they just never died. As elves live longer than humans.
So have you interacted with them?
No, I just
Or
read the books about them.
oh, I see.
I've read basically every single book in that library over there.
Okay.
Nerd.
So they haven't interacted with you though.
No, I've never met them. What are you talking about?
I was just wondering, because I was worried we might not be safe with one spirit still left over. But didn't you also read about the like more about that cursed tree, right? You told us
Mm,
about the cursed tree, right?
no, I said this 13th spirit might be in the cursed tree.
Oh,
That's my personal observation and
okay.
theory. Could be wrong, could be right. Who knows? It's called a theory for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hmm. if it hasn't, okay, if it hasn't bothered us, I think we'll be fine.
And why were you wondering if they would bother you or something?
Well, they bothered you when you were passed out.
No, they didn't.
You were passed out.
And you didn't think to tell me that spirits came to bother me while I was passed
We
out?
thought it would be best if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Nice going.
I feel like that would be crucial information to tell me.
Yeah,
Okay.
in hindsight, I think you're probably right. You know,
But it's fine.
hindsight 2020. But
We still need to figure out how we're gonna block this army.
Right.
Are we still good with the detonation or the my special thing?
One more question.
Yeah.
Small girl.
Yes?
Did the 13th person have a name?
Bellathon? His name was Bellathon. Why?
How do you spell that?
Belethon.
It's not Bellathon.
Bellathon.
That's Bellatheon.
No. Bellatheon.
Is that name significant to you?
It's problematic.
Is it?
It's just a hunch.
Could you
Care to
elaborate?
Seemingly not possible.
why not?
Well,
Is
a
that
lot
your
of things.
master's name? Are you serving the 13th spirit that destroyed the elves?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Uh,
Doesn't seem plausible. How long do elves live?
uh,
Ruth, if you don't know, you should roll for that.
13?
You think about give or take 5 to 6 centuries.
Give or take 5 to 6 centuries. Why?
And he was already well established by the time he did this ritual, yes?
Yes.
There's
They
no way
wouldn't
he
let
could
him.
have. There's no way they could have let him run this ritual and for him to still be alive. Perhaps I'm
Unless,
overthinking this. Maybe
unless
they
he
just
Well-
have
was-
similar names.
We have reason to believe that there are multiple people that can live for longer amounts of time than a normal creature of their nature should.
What do you
uh,
mean?
Care to elaborate? Not sure.
I'm glad you asked. We have met someone by the name of Sam. And through our travels, we met people like Jericho who have also met Sam at different points in time. See, Jericho has been around since the time of the elves populated this place. So he is over. What did we say? Over 500 years old. And so, Sam, being from what we understand, a human, should obviously not live for 500 years. But
And
he's
perhaps
still
he's
around.
not a human. Have you considered that possibility?
Maybe not human anymore.
Most people I know are not able to become gods. They're not able to become immortal. I would doubt he's human. That's my personal hunch.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are there ways to elongate your life though, other than eating healthy and exercising?
Maybe by a couple years. But
Okay.
you're talking about centuries. That's obscene. Impossible. Or is it? You say they were spirits, right?
Yes.
What happened to
well-
their bodies?
We have no idea.
Don't you think that's
Well, they
pertinent
got
information?
absorbed into the rock.
Can I roll? Hang on, Carl. Can I roll to try to remember all the different flashes of their lifetime that I saw when I touched their like soul spirits? 'Cause their like lives
You
flash
can
before
roll
my
to try
eyes.
and remember,
Okay.
but I'm going to put you at disadvantage because it's been a while.
Okay.
Mhm.
15.
At
At disadvantage, yeah.
Mm. Um, I'll say you'll remember some of it. You just remember some of the ritual. You don't remember really what happened during or after the ritual. But it would seem that their bodies were probably consumed in the ritual somehow.
It would appear, from my understanding, Orlander, that their bodies were consumed. The ritual that they took part in.
See, then it can't be my master because he has a body.
Could your master have consumed the other bodies in the ritual?
Doubtful. I would feel that the ritual brought forth a spirit, you said, right?
Yes.
And the spirit's in the tree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then either the 13th person is the spirit, or the spirit was in the 13th person and they got trapped in a tree. Or
Or
the spirit was independent of that 13th person, but they would have ended up like all the others. Unless they had a plan already. That doesn't really make much sense. I'm not familiar with these sorts of things. Either way, it seems implausible that my master could possibly be probably just a similar name.
Theo,
What's his name?
what was the name of the person on the tag that you the charm that you had?
Gilead?
Iliad? Because he would be the only one that I could think of that would be around still.
And his
Maybe.
son.
Maybe. Yeah, that's the son of that person. So
Who is Gilead?
But I probably wouldn't know that.
Jericho might know.
yeah, Jericho informed us of where Gilead is from, right?
Yeah. He said he's from Sterling.
Right. So yeah, that would be the only person that I could think of. Yeah, what is your master's name?
Balthar. Very similar names. Spelled similarly, only a couple letters different.
Potentially some sort of relation?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, that is an interesting coincidence. But not the most pressing of matters right now.
How many people are in this force you speak of?
Over 9,000.
We cannot fight them. Where are they coming from, and where are they going? And what path are they taking?
We have reason to believe that they'll take the pass.
So right through here,
They're going to have to come through here, yes.
out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah, you really chose the perfect place to stumble into.
We're going to need more help. We might be able to buy Sterling time, but we can't fight that army.
I agree. We're thinking about potentially causing an avalanche of sorts, a rockfall, to prevent them from getting through
Potentially,
the
but
pass.
then eventually they could clear the pass. That might
Right.
stop them for a week.
Would you know of anyone that had the power to relay information regarding this army?
Yeah, we can't go back to Sterling, but we need to figure.
Well, neither
we need to,
can I.
Right.
I can go back to Sterling.
That's a good point. But
not gonna
I don't
let you
think
go
they
by
would
yourself.
trust a small child to deliver a message.
My dad was a delegate, and he came and, like...
Yes, but are you a delegate, small child?
No, but I
No
went
matter
on
who
the
I
trip
send you
with
to,
him.
they won't take you seriously. It's not a comment
No.
on how capable you are, but rather a comment of how capable the others are of recognizing that you are the messenger.
Orlander,
And they won't even take us seriously because if she mentions who the message is from, we'll be forgotten entirely.
Moorlander, I have an idea. I think I might know who we can ask for help. But it may not be possible to talk to them on foot. But I might
I don't
be able
gather what you're meaning.
I may be able to get us reinforcements in time. But there's only a small chance.
I'll hear your plan. I'm starting to think of one of my own, but I'll hear your plan.
Moorlander, I come from a clan of bear folk. And I may be able to reach out to them from here. They may be able to make it here in time. But the chances are slim.
6 days?
I've heard of your clan. Are you the Malthians?
Yes, that is our clan.
That is quite a far way away. How do you propose on doing such a thing?
See, I have been studying the laws of planar lore, planology. I may be able to help them travel here in a shorter period of time.
I think it's doubtful. And even if we do get your whole clan here, that's 50 people? Maybe more?
More than the 6 of us.
We're gonna need more, son. We're gonna need to get Sterling on our side, but they can't know that it's us.
Right. Which comes back to the question that I asked of do you know anyone that could relay this message? Because we do have evidence. We have a message that they sent, that the army sent regarding when they will arrive.
You do?
This is yes, this is direct evidence, and I go to show it to him because it was in the bag, right, or something like that.
Yeah. He kind of looks at it and goes, uh-huh. Kind of rolls it up, hands it back to you. Well, that confirms my master's involvement, but I don't know anyone who can get this note to them.
I mean, I can, have a needle go over there in a very fast amount of time. Carrying the message.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
can.
can't. No, you
Yes, I
can't.
can.
You don't have that ability.
Well, I can send a needle.
Not very far.
Well, I can stand outside the city and send it in.
I mean, I suppose, but you don't even know where to send it within the city. And even then, that's a lot of ground to cover.
The credibility of a small child might be a little bit less than that of a needle as well, because I mean, there's no markings or anything, so
And it's shot in the dark whether the needle makes it in the right place.
it's true.
Moorlander just kind of sits there. I have an idea.
Yes.
Do any of you know how to make campfires?
Yep.
Good, good. We're going to need to make a lot of them.
In the forest?
On the mountainside.
Okay.
As high
yes.
up as we can. We need to make it visible. We need to make a lot of smoke. We
Okay.
set them early in the morning. We have to work all night for this. Set them early in the morning. The smoke should still be there by the time the sun rises. And hopefully someone will spot it. If we set enough of them and make enough smoke, I think it's possible.
Right, is your plan to make someone think that there's a forest fire?
No. We're going to make enough smoke to look like there's thousands of campfires.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Okay, fair.
If they feel that the enemy is on their doorstep already, then they will arise more quickly.
Right.
There would be no reason to suspect that many campfires unless there was someone moving.
Well, that all hinges on the fact that someone has to notice them. So, yeah, I suppose we should get going.
We need to make a lot of campfires. We might take a couple days to set these up.
Okay.
We're gonna
But
need a lot of
additionally-
fuel.
Yeah. That would be correct. But even then, it's not guaranteed that we will know. He looks at Kevlin. If I gave you a room in the castle with layout. Do you think you could carry the needle short distance? Mhm. And the needle would have this note attached.
Yeah, it just flies through the sky without me.
Okay, I'll get to writing a letter. We're gonna need more people, though. Someone we can trust.
We haven't really met too many people in our travels. Let's see. There was the crooked people. The
What about the friend that you said you guys had?
refugees. Dante?
We don't even know if he's alive.
Yeah.
If he
Dante?
is, he's in prison.
I haven't heard Dante's name.
Who is Gante?
I don't know, some dude that they know we're friends with.
Frankly, I'm not very sure
He-
either. I passed out and
I
I
don't
woke
really
up
know
and he
who
was there.
Dante is.
While escaping from Sterling City, we had to use the catacombs. Dante sacrificed himself in a sorts to allow us to escape without being
He also
pursued.
tried to kill us.
Yeah, he did both.
What about Grishesh?
Grishesh, I don't think would like to get involved. Plus, he's low in standing. I suppose that doesn't really matter. I don't.
Just insult the man, why don't you?
What does Gante look like?
I described
Yeah.
him.
He goes, I went initially to one of my master's keeps within the capital city. Druidic place, naturally. And I went down, and there was a couple people tied up in one of the dungeons that we have down on the sewer level. It's where I needed to escape because they soon caught on to me. And I learned that they knew about me once I got down there because I heard shouting and pursuance. But there was a man matching that description. There's not too many with people with that shade of skin here. He was beaten fairly badly. I assume that's your doing.
No, it is not our doing. It's the people
Well,
who.
he was caught with you, and you were the people that sent the message, so that's what I mean by that.
On
They were
top of that,
probably
there were also assassins sent after us from a previous engagement that we had. He was one of those, and decided that we were not uh, threats. So he decided to protect us instead of assassinate us, which is very nice.
Still,
I'm very happy that he didn't try to do that.
still, my master, not a forgiving man. Probably anticipated that he was in league with you, and he knows too much. So he's trying to squeeze information out about you. Although, when he was there, he had probably been there for several weeks, minimum. If I had to guess, they are probably still trying to get information out. They know you're alive. If you were dead, they would have known. He's going to keep looking for you until he finds you.
Well,
There's only so much you can do in that keep. They're probably going to move him, if I had to guess, at some point.
Where would they be moving into?
Probably north. Probably
So-
north.
If some of us try to intercept them when they're moving him, then we can break him out.
That is correct. But how would we get there?
Are there I gotta remember, did we ever show Kevlin the items that we had? We did, right? She did a magic searched for
She
magic
at least
affinity.
saw the ring and the necklace.
I reach
Okay.
into my bag.
I only saw the ring and the pelt.
I
I
see.
the
reach
bag.
into the bag and pull out the black candle and put it in front of Kevlin.
Why don't we just like take everything out? See if you can identify any of
I
this
dump
stuff.
I dump all the magic items out. Kevlin, what do you make of these?
Ooh.
Morlander kind of looks at these. I have no idea what any of these are. No, wait. I've seen that marble before. Or one that looks like it. It's a power stone. Power stone.
23.
Kevlin,
That was not 20,
You-
by the way.
don't know much, but you've seen one of those candles before. Your dad had one. It was very small because it had burned through most of the way. But you know that it teleports a number of people who are all holding on to the candle wherever they collectively think to go.
We have to know the location beforehand.
Indeed you do.
So we could get to the Sterling City at least.
We can
You
get to
could,
Sterling
but
City
is that the place you really want to go?
No, I don't really want to go to Sterling City.
So you got to think of where you want to go. But
But
Ruth,
you
you
can
also
definitely-
remember that the more people that go, the more the candle burns. And if you run out of candle, then not everyone makes it.
As in, like they don't get teleported, or like they get lost along the teleportation, or
Ruth, you would simply know that it's luck of the draw, and it's kind of a weird, nasty corner case that most wizards don't talk about when regarding this candle.
Oh.
It's usually why wizards only use it for themselves, because they know how much one person is worth.
I don't know how much one person is.
I'm worth a lot. So
Well, then
How humble.
I guess you can't teleport then. 'Cause you might die or something.
yeah,
I think we're developing a plan here. Some of us need to stay behind and build campfires so that the smoke alerts Starling, and then others of us need to go and use the candle to break Dante out.
We're gonna need more proficient fighters to get Gante.
Station flips up his two hand axes, holds them by the blades, and holds them out. He says, "I'm going." He's holding them out to like for people to chop wood with.
I will clarify the statement. We likely only need 2 of you to go. The other 3 need to stay behind and make as many campfires as they can. But don't light them.
Station's still holding out his axes to people who are going to stay and make campfires.
I'm gonna stay behind. I don't really think I should go. Kevlin, this is probably a dangerous place. I wouldn't recommend you go either.
The woods
I
will
mean,
keep
I have
her
a
safe.
6-foot sword that I can use.
True.
This is new information for all of you.
What? You have a 6 foot what?
Yeah, I have that giant blade that's in the stone. I can use it.
I look at my axe, and I'm like 5.5 feet long. I feel inadequate.
Like kicks the ground a little bit. He's like, shh. Dude.
Do you not see it?
Well, it's not there right now, Ruth. You can't really. It would take too long to pick it up.
I can't carry it. I have to seem to get it to follow me. I can still use it.
Oh.
Well, wait a minute. If
You-
if she can't hold the sword, then she
Well,
can't teleport it with the sword.
Don't we need someone to send that letter into Sterling City?
I have to go anyways to send the letter.
That's
The sword
true.
couldn't come with you though, because you'd have to be holding it.
Well, you can stab it in a piece of wood, and then Hazel can carry it, and then both of us can go.
Girl is smart.
It's almost like I've read all my life.
Real thinker.
What I
Okay,
do with my
so
life.
Hazor and Kevlin go to Sterling, and the rest of us stay and make fires.
That's the life.
Mhm.
Fires will be fun, I bet. Have fun with that.
Oh yeah, no. It's gonna be great. I
Can the
don't know
Rock
how to
Man
make
make
fires.
fires?
Jericho,
Uh,
can you make fires?
I don't think he will leave the castle grounds.
Oh, that's
Jericho
right.
can't leave the castle. He's supposed to protect the throne.
That chair over there.
The
Yes,
throne.
Is where the elfish
What's so
king
special about it?
Long
It lets
story.
you mind read. But
Long story.
only ones with pointy ears can sit in it.
Well, I have pointy ears.
Jericho, can he sit in it?
Hazor like feels the back of his ears, like, "Oh,
Hey Jericho, do you think they can sit in the chair?
Well, Jericho's not in the room. He's currently practicing cooking upstairs.
Oh, that's right. Is he humming to
he's
himself?
right.
yeah, he's humming as a
Oh, man.
towel over his shoulder."
He's got an apron on that says "Kiss the Rock" or something.
That's our first line of merch. Kiss the
Kiss the Rock.
Pre-order
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
don't even have it designed yet, guys.
Since you said that, I'm just now imagining Jericho with Dwayne Johnson's face on him.
Jericho merch out tomorrow, guys.
Not really.
Get it while
not
it lasts. Get it while it
Yeah.
lasts.
We're gonna make our interns work overtime.
But
For
are we?
this-
And by interns, we mean Ruth.
Yeah.
Or
Unpaid.
unpaid interns.
Yeah.
I am unpaid. It's
Contribute to
not-
the Patreon so that
So we can pay
we can
Ruth.
get actual interns.
Or just not pay our interns, because that's how every company works.
paid interns.
Keep telling yourself that, kid.
Well, I don't know. Never mind. We're gonna go off into a tangent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, Jericho's not in the room with y'all. He's
Has he
big
prepared
chilling
any
upstairs.
samples? Like, is he? Surely, there's been enough time
Can we
to.
smell the food cooking up there?
It's
You
just
smell
steamed
Robbie's cooking?
spinach with salt.
Does it smell salty in there?
Sure. Very salt. It's like briny.
Yeah.
No.
Smells like the ocean in there.
Station, you're eating that food, not me.
Well, it's pretty good. I might go check on him.
Are we good on the plan though?
I think that plan's fine. We just need Moorlander to draw up a map of the castle so that Kevlin can.
Indeed.
Should I look at the other items on the table?
Yes.
Oh, I thought she looked at all of them.
No, I just looked.
Yeah,
at the
she
candle.
did.
Okay.
No, you only know about the candle, Ruth.
Yeah.
Even with a nat 20? Man.
You only have a +3 proficiency. What do you want?
I mean,
Dude, don't you have like a plus 26 language? Why are you complaining about anything?
Well, she can
Oh, plus
complain really well
21.
though.
Plus 20.
I
Yeah,
can't.
okay. Plus 21.
She can very eloquently complain.
I can.
Okay. Is it going to be a problem if I don't have the fire building skill? Like, are they going to be really bad fires that I make?
Well, you just have to stack wood.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
like
we just have to
what
gather wood.
constitutes.
Are we doing that now? Or are we doing
I
that
mean,
later?
you're not lighting the fires though. You're
But we're
just
Oh,
building them
that's
now.
so the only thing that like
yeah.
making campfires entails is lighting it. Okay.
Well, it involves the process of building and
Yeah,
lighting, but
wood
like you're
cutting.
just stacking wood.
Wood cutting's
Okay.
one thing, and fire making is a whole other skill.
You
Yeah.
gotta when
Yeah.
you're making the fire, you gotta make sure that it's nice and stacked correctly. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's a whole ordeal. Like you
3
gotta
logs
I wanna,
stacked in a
Well, to be
triangle.
completely fair, you kind of want to make it poorly because that will produce more smoke.
fair.
Yeah, use like
Critical
oily
fail.
vines
I
and
think
stuff.
you're overanalyzing this saw. I think you'll do just fine.
I'm kind of nervous, but okay.
I want to ask the forest, because I don't really want to chop trees down. I want to see if there's like another way that we can get fuel, or like at least ask the forest if it's okay if we like get chop down a few trees.
Let's just burn Saul's Bible.
Let's not do that.
No
Very quickly clutches it.
heresy.
The force kind of goes, why do you need to burn things?
I explained that there's an army coming. I basically explained the whole plan, that there's an army coming, that we need to signal that they're on the way so that Sterling knows.
Sterling is not our friends.
People will die if we don't help.
Our friends will die if you burn them.
I have an idea. Maybe we should go back to Stern and find some
We are in Stern.
like in the
No, he
town
means
town?
down to the city.
Like the city part.
Oh.
And we can find some old dilapidated furniture, maybe wooden tools, perhaps even burn the bones. If
I don't think you can burn bones.
you can burn bones,
You can. I don't think it's gonna.
Well,
it'll take a lot of
they don't-
effort, but you could.
yeah,
they don't provide fuel.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
You can cook bones. You can't like use them as fuel though.
Do
Yeah.
bone smoke?
You can
Probably,
smoke
but
out
you
of
would
a
need a
bone.
fuel source.
Perhaps there's something in the town that we could use as fuel. We don't have to kill the forest.
Yeah, I'm good with
Hmm.
that.
What about the giant library?
No,
You can't burn the library that has precious history in it.
Well, didn't you read it all?
Will all be history if we don't use it.
Oh, Moorlander's right.
I don't care. You're not burning the books.
What else are we going to use?
I vote
then?
burning
she's
the
gonna
books.
she's gonna be gone anyways.
I say you use dead wood. 'Cause
Okay,
then you
that
can use
sounds
the
good.
ash as fertilizer for the trees.
That sounds great. You ready to use that candle?
Get her out of here and then like quickly burn all the books. No, I like that
I
idea,
come
Kevin.
back and those books are burned.
Evelyn, I won't let them burn it.
I will be pissed.
Surely there's plenty of dead
Whoa,
What does
trees
that
in
mean?
here.
I've never heard that word before.
A child of that age should not know words like that.
Yeah, you
It
can't be reading all
happens
those
when you've been
books.
abandoned.
You should be reading all those books. We're gonna burn them.
Don't burn
Rotting your
the
mind.
books.
I should probably go with the other two because they don't really know where to intercept them.
That's a good point.
Good point.
Be sure to monitor how much the candle is used because you're going in with 3, but you're coming back with 4. which is a
Ah,
substantial amount.
that's a good point. I suppose that the candle's probably burnt more if it's a longer distance, too.
Mm-hmm.
Would make sense.
Hmm.
Station, you were talking about a way to transport your friends quickly using the planer.
Yes, it's purely theoretical. I haven't been able to practice without the hide.
I see. Never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. 'Cause I was thinking if you, no, yeah, no.
I have an idea. I think I know where we can intercept them. And it won't be too far away. We'll have to be just north of the city gates, though. Is that okay?
Sterling City Gates?
Indeed. That will be the case.
I'm not going, so okay with you guys. Wanna go?
Hazor. Small one. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Better than no plan.
Very well. Gather your things. We should do that tonight.
Okay.
All right. They kind of head into town and gather things. They're gonna
So
get the sword and stuff.
Is there a plank that I can stab this sword into?
There's probably a crossbeam.
tonight, could I try and fashion up some like things to carry firewood in? Like it's got like the handle, but it's really pretty much just rope you like wrap around, and then you can carry
Why
large
don't you
amounts.
why don't you use the chain around your neck?
Yeah, but like more than one.
Well, yeah,
Because-
but like you have a lot of chain.
Right.
Just like
Cut it.
drag the wood with it.
Oh no. I mean like for my friends as well, like for Kyo
Mm.
and Station. That's probably what I'm going to use is the chain, but
Well, I
like-
mean, Station can turn into a bear and carry it. And
that's true.
I
That's
also
true.
have +8 strength.
yeah, and
Right.
Kyo can theoretically ask the woods to help her carry it.
Ironically enough, not ironically, but funnily enough, Andrew, I also have +8 strength.
Oh my god.
So
From the chains.
yeah, from the chains.
Absolute Chad strength.
So okay, that works. That works.
So, are you still wearing that really like sheer, like skin tight outfit you found?
No, but I'm keeping it with me.
That's your goal?
It's my workout motivation. Yeah.
All right.
When I can fit into those robes, I'll know my waist is snatched enough.
Snatched.
Just leave.
Jericho kind of walks downstairs and goes, I think I burned it.
That's all right.
It's not the same color as before. And he kind of touches the leaves.
Can I
Just
taste
crumbly.
some?
He hands them to you, and they're definitely burnt, but they sort of like a salted chip.
Actually, pretty good.
Do you think so?
Let me try one. Hand me one, Jericho. Done?
A literal salt
I
chip.
thought I ruined them.
It's better than before, Jericho. I like it.
I like the crispiness.
I will make more.
Thank
He
you.
walks back
Thank you,
upstairs.
Jericho. Love that guy.
Yeah.
I just love how you like leaned into the mic to get that crisp crunch. Follow for more Sation ASMR.
Hey,
Oh,
if the
it
people ask
absolutely
for it,
would
I'll
be.
absolutely make it.
Send it.
Yeah.
2 hours of Sation munching on chips.
Munching on
Lick the
salmon.
mic.
Bare tongue.
We just bake an entire side of salmon and you just go ham.
Get
Oh,
really
man.
sick. I don't even like salmon. IRL.
That is.
Ironically.
Yeah,
It's a
ironically.
shock.
That is so
Yeah.
ironic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have officially seen it here first. Andrew is a fraud.
Absolute hypocrite.
We've gotten so down a tangent.
Anyway, you
There we
guys
go.
hit
Yeah.
you two that are going down into town. You guys prepare the plank and get the sword into it. So now Hazor can kind of carry the sword without cutting himself.
Super sharp.
You guys kind of gather in the library. Moorlander just kind of looks at you, Kevlin, and goes, "Are you sure you know how to work this thing?"
I was with my dad when he used it all the time.
And I just have to think of where to go.
We all have to think at the same place or it will mess up, and we all have to hold the candle.
Hmm.
So no other thoughts, only on where we're going.
And we're
Magic
going to
is very
Sterling,
tricky.
right?
No. We're going to the road outside of Sterling.
Mhm.
North. Have you ever been there?
Have we been there?
North?
North. I don't know.
I'd have to pull up the map.
I don't believe so.
That's not good.
He goes, Small one. What
Yes?
happens if the other two don't think of anything?
That would be a 9.
Oh no.
You have no idea.
I'd say just roll the dice and find out.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst gonna happen? We get, turn to that.
Hmm.
Turn to inside out.
Torn to pieces.
2 parts of your body end up in different places.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
Moorlander just goes, this will be difficult. All right. What the hell? All right. Kevlin, you're going to have to light the candle. And then
Okay.
3 of you are going to hold on. Hazer, you're going to have to hold on to the sword as well. Both of you will be at ×3 disadvantage, so 3 dice. I need you guys to roll and focus.
Roll.
On absolutely nothing.
Knowing Caleb, this is going to go really, really poorly here.
That's gonna be a real sad 3.
Pay in mind, I believe Saul has a Providence point left.
Yes, I do. Can I just make it so that it? Yeah, I use a providence.
You
point, so
can use it on one person.
I have a
Only
luck
one
point.
person?
I have a luck point too, if anyone needs it.
I'm gonna use my providence point on Caleb.
All right.
Smart move.
Good on ya.
All right,
I
Ruth.
also have luck points.
Indeed. Okay, Ruth. You and me. Let's go.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Ruth, you want to use a luck point?
I'm gonna need a luck point. I rolled an 8.
Okay, I'll give you
Does
my
that just replace the lowest one? It's triple disadvantage. How does that work?
Uh,
At that point, is it just like
so Ruth, yeah, you would remove the
lowest?
well,
Because at that
remove the
point, it's just
lowest,
re-rolling.
remove the lowest, and roll again.
I see.
Roll the
Remove.
lowest again.
Roll the lowest again. Do I take the now lowest or the one that
Yes. Yes, the now lowest between the three.
Oh, that's still a 9.
Oy vey, child.
You want to
You want
use the
another
other one?
Want another one?
I guess.
Andrew, you want to give her your other
Yeah,
one?
you can use mine.
If Hazor's the only one who makes it and he's thinking about nothing, where will he go?
That is a philosophical question.
Let me roll philosophy on that,
Okay.
Hazor, real quick.
You're not there, you wouldn't know.
It's a 15.
Okay.
What? Okay, that's
Okay.
crazy.
Alright.
Yeah, my
Morlander
lowest
gets
one's
chopped up
really-
into a million different pieces on the way.
So
Like
Alright.
the most
You
intense road
guys
burn.
kind of hear a sizzle and a pop, and you look around, and you're in the middle of a field.
Okay. It's not terrible.
at least somewhat outside of Sterling.
Morlander kind of looks around and goes, I seem to have thought of a different place. My apologies.
What?
He's like, oh, wait. There's a signpost. And he kind of runs over. He shouts back, well, I thought of the wrong place, but we ended up somewhere on the right track.
How far from Sterling are we?
Well, we're north of it for sure. This road heading eastward goes to one of the royal estates, which means this is the northward highway, which means that they will pass through here. Hopefully soon.
Well, should we lie and wait?
Carl.
Considering what moon is it tonight? You guys kind of.
The waning gibbous.
No, it should be a waxing gibbet.
Oh, my bad.
He goes, It's getting closer to the full moon. They'll probably transfer fairly soon. They usually like to arrive on the full moon. So they'll be through here soon.
Carl, can I check the candle length? How much we
You
burned?
can. All right. You look at it, and it's like just over a third of it is gone.
A little over a third.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, Dante might lose a foot or two, but he'll make it.
No, but that means we can't use it anymore if we use it another time. That means it's gone.
Well,
Morlander kind of walks over and he goes, I say we set up a trap.
Yeah, we should pull like a rope across the road.
I have some caltrops I can put down.
That would be helpful, yes. He kind of looks around. He's like, there's a tree over there. We can block the road with it. I don't know how we're going to cut it down. Oh, can you use this big thing?
A sword?
It has no handle. It's not a sword.
Blade?
Very well then. I don't know how that works. You're very small.
I use my voice.
That doesn't make any sense.
kind of
But-
like mind control, but with your voice. And it controls the blade.
I don't know what mind control is. Never heard of it. Seems really whack. And I would feel morally wrong. But never mind. You can cut the tree. That's important. And
Yep.
Azor here can push it over. Hmm. We're probably going to need you to use that blade to take out the guards on either side of the caravan.
I mean, I also have lots of tiny blades that I can control at the same time, but I can't use them while I use my big sword.
Rithu can only use a couple of those blades at a time, just as a heads up.
That's why I said multiple, but
You have said a whole bunch of, so it entails more.
same thing, same difference.
Moorlander kind of goes, we might run into some problems with druids accompanying them, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can fend them off. But until then, we'll have to wait. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to cut back to you three. What preparations are you guys gonna do?
Theo's gonna look through the town. Well, she's gonna do two things. One, she's gonna look through the town and see if there's any like dry wood that she can burn. And she's
see.
also gonna look for. I also wanted to see if there is any like plants that she could identify, that would like produce a lot of smoke if burned. Like use her plant identification skill. So that's what she's gonna do.
Before you do that, I was wondering if like Sation or I could look through the town instead, because you can talk to the forest and the forest could direct you to like dead brush and stuff that's on the
Yeah, I'll just
ground.
do that then.
That, because I think that would be
Yeah,
quicker.
that's a better idea. Okay,
All right.
let me roll for that then.
Yeah, roll for that.
So that's herbalism. It's a 24 total.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely find it.
Or wait, the smoke burning, like the thing that makes a lot of
Yeah.
smoke, or the brush? Okay,
Yeah, like
Well,
brush
both.
or anything that
Yeah,
can.
y'all
produce a
are
lot of
looking
smoke.
around, and
cool.
you guys are easily able to find that. So I'm gonna make a couple checks over the course of a few days, because you guys are probably within 3 days are gonna need to do this.
Hmm.
The next morning, I mean, Kevlin and Hazor are probably going to ambush them sometime during the day, and get Dante, and then they'll have to get close to Sterling, get the needle up there, and then they'll have to then teleport back. So it'll probably be that's probably a day or two worth of activities for them.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be back on the third day by the time you need to light it.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, that's probably the plan.
What kind of
Yeah.
checks then?
So
Just, like,
yeah, let me run y'all's
Empathy.
checks, not Hazor and Kevlin, and then I feel like that's a good place to leave it off once we leave those.
Sure.
It'll be a shorter session tonight.
Well, that contradicts the longer session that we had last week, right?
Yeah.
Indeed,
our session
it
last week
balances
was
it
really
out.
long.
Oh, it was so long. All right. I'm going to need. Y'all are gonna need the dice rolling bot for this.
Oh,
Oh.
That'll be a
Over the course, I'm
upgrade.
gonna need 50.
Per? Or for the two of us?
50,
Or for
50
the three of us?
per person on your fire building checks.
And you just want the total, I'm assuming, if we're rolling
So do I
50?
add my bonus to like the end of the 50, right?
No, you add to each
You add to
one, but
Oh
like
my god.
Single one.
Well,
just
I don't know if
roll.
I don't know if the dice does that. I don't know if the bot does that.
Just do
I would-
your bonus
I would just
times
roll
50
it.
and add it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't need the collective thing. I need the individual rolls, and just tell me without the bonus, and then what is everyone's bonus to fire building? I know
I
Saul's
don't
is
have
0,
one. I don't have one.
and you
Plus
don't
8.
have one. Okay, then you're going to do fabulously. So, just full send it on the dice bot, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what you do. You put the plus afterwards in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
put a space between two, like the number of dice, and then the dice type, and then the bonus. It'll do
Oh, okay.
all of them, and then add them
Caleb
all
with the
together.
syntax. Let's go.
It's a
I
d20.
still rolled a 3 and then
Yeah,
a
it's a
nat 1
D20.
on the bot.
Oh, we got it rolled.
Or a
Yeah,
4.
you can't.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so I gotta roll 20.
No, you don't. No.
20.
No. Put the 50 and the d20 in the same word. Don't put a space between them. Then it'll do it the way you want.
We'll just add them all.
Wow, that is
You
what?
rolled a
Wait a
lot
second.
of
What?
That's insane.
Oh.
Well,
It
it
adds
puts
the
them
8.
in order.
I see.
It adds the 8 after also. So it
How?
shows you the
'Cause she
natural
rolled a
roll.
1.
It adds those are the natural rolls, and it adds the 8 to the result only.
Man, that's a lot of ones. Not a lot of time.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well then, let me see. 8. All right. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll wait for Carl to do his analysis before I send mine to the bot.
Didn't roll a single 17.
All right. 34 of your checks are good, Kemper.
All right.
So if you could make note of that for next time.
Yeah, alright.
Ooh! And mine have no bonus. This is all exactly. I rolled 0 ones, dude.
Nice. What's the threshold? Is it above 10?
1 second.
I rolled good.
All right. With 0 bonus, you have 16 successful rolls.
Solid.
Above 13? Is that, or is that, do you have a disadvantage for?
13.
Oh.
I rolled the worst.
Nice. Well, you had a bonus though. Oh my god, wait,
Yeah, I
you
had
had
a
a bonus
really good
and you still
bonus.
rolled the lowest. That's insane.
Well, the bonus only added to like the result.
Okay,
not the
24
total.
of your results are good, Blaine.
Okay.
So just note that, and then we'll have the totals for next time, because that's a reasonable amount of smoke. I mean,
That's
it's
like 60 fires or something, right? Between the three of us.
yeah,
over.
closer to 80.
That's
Yeah.
Actually, it's
awesome.
between 70 and 80. So that'll produce lots of smoke. Maybe not the size of the actual army, but big enough to maybe get noticed. Which is the big important thing.
Yeah, they might
Um,
send like 50 people out. Check it out.
Well, I mean, compounded with the note that they're about to send through with the needle. Then perhaps they're gonna think, oh, maybe they're not using as many campfires to mask their presence, but it's still a little noticeable. So we'll see. I'll have to roll next time to see if you're successful.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on Dice Addicts Anonymous. This is a little bit shorter of a session than usual. Find out next time to see if Dante gets saved and whether our heroes can conjure up an army to fight off the invaders. Thank you for supporting us thus far. This is officially episode 10 of our podcast, so we are going a solid 10 episodes strong. Yeah, we think we'll probably have 6, maybe 7 more episodes not left in this season. And we'll go on a brief hiatus and we'll be back after that. But stay in tune for more updates on stuff we're going to be doing in the future. But until then, destiny awaits. Why not roll for it?